in the Roman times.
So what?
Real quick.
Guess what?
Elder, real quick. You don't just come up here and just start yelling, Elder. I'm trying to be peaceful. It's been like that since
really the dawn of time, since not
since the beginning, right? Since that the man Jacob and Esau came around, right? Let's go to Genesis. Genesis 25. Mic check. Turn it down. Okay, let's go.
This is Genesis chapter 25 and 25. This is Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
This is Rebecca, right? The wife of Isaac, right? So she had 2 sons, right, in her womb. Was fighting one another, right? That's why I said it was 2 nations, right?
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Now, when you look at us, right, aren't we stronger than so-called white women? On like a physical level, even on a mental level, we're stronger than them in every way, right? Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Who's the only person in this world that's have a reddish skin tone and don't have no melanin? No. You say what? Yep. Well, you can call him that. But who is the only man on earth that don't have no type of melanin? So-called white people, the devil, like you said, right? Because they don't have no pigmentation at all. They don't have nothing to protect themselves from the sun, right? Read on.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and he called his name Esau.
Esau in the Hebrew means wasted away, right?
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
What?
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Esau was trying to hurry up and get out of it. Because Jacob was giving the smackdown in there, man. Right? He was trying to hurry up, and that's the exact same thing with us. The so-called white man is so afraid of us. Every time he see a group of us, he ready to go. He don't want to be around us. Where's that one picture at? Where Alvarado go? Alvarado. Show that picture right there. Look at that, man. Look at that picture right there. They was getting beaten on. They ain't want no problems with our people, man. Yeah, brothers swimming across the water to go get him, man. They don't want those problems at all, right? Read.
And after that came his brother out and took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
What?
And his name was called Jacob.
That's our forefather, right? Jacob.
And Isaac, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him.
So we always had problems since we came out the womb. Since those 2 brothers came out the womb, there's always been problems. Always had hatred, right? Esau never liked his brother, right? Let me get Amos 1:11, right? He never liked his brother. He has a perpetual hatred against him. That's why you see all of this killing, all the things that they've been doing, lynching our people, right? Up until to this day, they still doing it, right? And they trying to be hush-hush about it. But we can see it, it's clear as day. It was literally a video I watched on Instagram about this one brother that was missing. He was a truck driver, right? And this brother was not insane. He was good and everything. He was working, he took care of his family and all that. But a few days later, when he was a truck driver going into a sundown town, he never came back home. Never came back home. His family found out that he hung himself in that sundown town. And they try to say he had some mental issues. They try to tell his family that know him since birth that he had mental issues, but he never had those mental issues before. It's because he got caught up around these devils right here, the so-called white man. Right? Bring it up. It's the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11.
Bring it up.
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast all of pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
He kept his what?
And he kept his wrath forever. He kept his wrath forever. You can still see it right now. The hatred that he has for his brother, right? He knows that we are the chosen people, right? And he's mad that we have the promise, right? Because normally they'll give the promise unto the older, but when you read that prophecy in Genesis, it was given unto the younger, and the younger received those promises, and that's Jacob. His name was turned to Israel, right? And we're going to live ever and ever, right? We're going to have the holy covenant by the Lord, not the so-called white man, Esau, right? So that's been since we was at birth, right? So now we want to show you that you are a part of those 12 tribes of Israel, and that you're going to receive those promises, right? And we want to prove that to you. You just don't want to say it, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 15. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers.
The Lord only had delight in our fathers, not everybody in the world, and especially not the so-called white man. Right? Read.
Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed.
What?
And he chose their seed.
He chose the holy seed, man. From Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Read.
And he chose their seed after them. Even you, even you,
What about this brother?
even you.
The Lord have chosen you. You are part of this holy seed right here, King. Right? Read.
Even you above all people, as it is this day.
We are above all people. Right? When you see our people, we just do amazing things on the earth. Right? We're the inventors on the earth. Right? We're the best athletes. We're the best cookers. We're the best trendsetters. We're the best at everything that you see. You better get Deuteronomy 7:6. Right? We're the best at everything that you see. Right? Even in their school systems, we're smarter than them. On a high mass level. Right? Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art an holy people.
For thou what?
For thou art an holy people.
Hey family, grab a flyer, family.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord thy God what?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord thy God have chosen our people. Right? It might seem like we're not chosen because we live in the hoods, the ghettos, we get killed left to right, right to left, up and down the streets and so forth. But it's only because we did one thing that separated us from the Lord. And we want to show you that, right? So you can get back on the right path, right? We're going to finish this out.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord thy what?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people, to be a special people unto himself, above all people,
No, below all people.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We're above all people, kid. Everything we see us do, we're above that, right? But we want to show you how to get back on that righteous path. But we got to show you where we went wrong at so we can get back on the righteous path, right? So let's go straight to the curses. All right, let's get Deuteronomy 28. Start at verse 15.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
You know?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments
what?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
That all these what?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, real quick, you have parents, right? If you didn't do what your parents told you to do, what was going to happen? Right. There'll be consequences, right? If you didn't follow after what your parents told you to do, it was either going to take something away from you or punish you, right? Out of those two. So it was consequences. When the Israelites, they had followed after the Most High God, he cursed them. Now, do this look like blessings or these look like curses? They're curses, right? But who's the only people? If the Israelites is receiving curses, right? Who's the only people right now that's receiving curses? Right? What people though? What people? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Because the Israelites was prophesied. It was prophesied that Israelites going to receive curses, but you only see it on who? Us, right? And keep that in mind, right? Keep reading.
Verse number 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now, who's the only people, right, that's cursed in every city that you go to? So-called black people. Because if you go to New York, how are people living in New York? Not so well. You from Philly? I'll be living in Philly.
I'm gonna like even worse.
Even worse. Terrible. This place is terrible. Gosh, this place is terrible. It's supposed to be brotherly love. What's happening with our brothers though? Getting shot, getting killed, right? Just killing each other left and right. But this is supposed to be a brotherly love city. That don't make no sense, right? And even our people are doing bad to each other in London, UK. What's up, mate? They going over there killing each other, man. Pulling up, doing drive-bys. That's off, right? Bring this up.
Jump down to another verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54.
Oh yeah, and another point too. What happened to our? Who was the only people that was in the slave period? The only so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Was the so-called white man getting down, picking the cotton with you? Was the so-called Chinese man out there? Was the Arab man with a turban on? Nah, it wasn't out there. It was only us, right? But that's prophesied that the Israelites was going to go through,
Right.
but it happened to us,
Right.
right? So keep that in mind, right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
That sound like him. Who that fit right now? Who's the only people that have an evil eye toward their own brother? So-called black people. You see how easy that is to identify our people to that? Because we're the only ones that have evil eyes toward one another. Right? You're not gonna go to Chinatown and see Kim and Lee go back at it because their store is better than the other store. They're not gonna shoot up their store. They're not gonna pull up around the block talking about, hey Lee, why you selling more than me? They ain't gonna do that. That's us. We the only ones that do that, right?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Now, real quick. And who's the only man, or the majority of men that disrespect their women on a daily basis? Black people. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have the most high rate of disrespecting our women. On a high mass level.
We got white people came back. That's really where it came from. Yeah, pretty sure.
That sound like it. It definitely sound like it because we disrespect our women, we put our hands on them, and we put them out on the streets and sell their bodies. Put them in clubs and strip clubs and all that, and talking about that's all they're worth. That's all. Our women are more worth than rubies, man. Because our men treat them like that, so now they think that, right?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
What are some things of our men known for doing for their children? Say it again.
Like us men.
Where's our men known for doing for their children? Or not known for doing for their children? Say beating their children? What's what's the phrase that's known in the community? You know, the dad step out and go get some milk. Leave, right? That's a known phrase. Even some of these other nations be saying that towards us, right? Bring this up.
And his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
No.
That's talking about the Israelites. But who's the only men that leaves the household, leave the children with the mother, and just steps out? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Moses wrote this prophecy and so forth thousands of years ago. But the only people you can see that fitting on is us. So what do that make us? If that's talking about the Israelites, right, but we're fitting those curses, what do that make us?
Not really the curses, but like supposedly the curses.
Well, the people-wise, right? Because remember I told you we're not black, we're not none of those things that the so-called white men called us, right? God called us something else, right? And we're showing you the curses that's in the Bible fit a certain people, and that's the Israelites, right? But if we're the only people that can see those curses on us, what does that make us then? That's cool. We're gonna get you one more, the nail it in the coffin, right? Go to the very last curse.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Did you know what happened to the Israelites in Egypt? Nah. You know about the story of Moses, right? What happened? What did Moses do?
The curses, like the 7 days.
Not that one. After that. You got it. So what Moses did, right?
Or was the rain?
Well, he split the Red Sea, exactly. But who did he split the Red Sea for? The Israelites, exactly. So why they had to do that? It's because the Israelites was in slavery. We're gonna show you that. Bring this up. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
What?
From the house of bondage. So when Moses split the Red Sea, he was freeing the people from bondage. The house of bondage would be Egypt, right? So that's what it's referring to when we read Deuteronomy 28 and 68, right? We're gonna read that again.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 68 from the top. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Wait, how did we get over here as a people? Like transportation-wise? Slave ships. Right, exactly. All right, bring this up.
From the top. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
Now, who's the people that's been on slave ships? Right, exactly. So when it says in the beginning, it says that, read that part again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, it said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. It's talking about slavery. So he said, you're going to go into another place, but in the same conditions that you were when you was in Egypt. Right? Because when you look at the back of the American dollar, what do you see at the back of the American dollar? Well, what else do you see back there? Well, the pyramid. Right? So why do American dollar have the pyramid on the back of it? It's because it's representing, showing us that we're in Egypt again, in slavery, right? So that's what it's showing. Who's what? Bring this back out again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. What? With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Those are the cargo slave ships. And the Israelites was supposed to go on the slave ships back into another land, right? In another land in the same conditions that they were in Egypt. But the only people that went into slavery on slave ships was who? Us. So what do that make us?
Say that again?
The Israelites.
Can fit that curse but us. No one else been on the slave ships, had their names changed, been sold unto other nations. No one else but us. Right? So that makes us what? The Israelites, right? We're going to finish out on this one.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
It's talking about our homeland, Jerusalem, Israel, right?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
That's it right there. To be sold. This came up with the scriptures. It said the Israelites was going to be sold right to their enemies. We were sold as a cargo, 94 prime healthy Negroes.
That came up the scriptures, man. Right? Let's read on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
What?
for bondmen
Slave man,
and bondwomen,
bondwoman,
and no man shall buy you.
right.
So we were sold unto so-called white men and all other nations. You think would that make them our best friend? Would your friend sell you in slavery? No, that's your enemy, like the Lord said in the scriptures, right? So if we are the true Israelites, what do we have to do to get back on the Most High's good side? If we stop keeping the commandments, what do we have to do now? That's a part of the commandment, but if we stop keeping the physical commandments, right, and we got punished for it, what do we have to do to get back on the Most High's good grace? Do the opposite, keep the commandments. Exactly, right? That's what we have to do as a people, right? So we don't have to live these curses anymore and be blessed, right? We have to believe that fully too. We can't just be like, oh, I'm an Israelite, and that's it. We have to put forth action behind it, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12, and I'm gonna give you one last one, Revelation. Do you have more time? And two more. Revelation 22.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Get out.
And now Israel,
Now what?
and now Israel,
Okay. To God.
What?
Israelites.
Exactly.
To the Israelites. Read.
and now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
What?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Disregard them.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
That good. So we have to keep those laws, commandments, man. Now, I wish we had more time. We could probably show you a little bit more, but we could probably show you one law before we go, right?
Well, we're gonna get this one law. Actually, bring this up first.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are what?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Right, you'll be blessed.
If you keep the laws, commandments of the Most High God, right?
That they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Right, and that's the 12 gates that are set up for the 12 tribes of Israel that you read in chapter 21 in Revelation, one of the last two books that's in the Bible, right? Bring this up.
Yeah, that's right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 2.
Now we're gonna show you one law, right? Because I know you don't have time, but I want to show you this one important law that you can try to keep right now.
6 days shall work be done.
Six what?
6 days shall work be done. But on the seventh day,
Oh, no what?
there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord.
Now, real
Quick, King. Do you know when the 7th day is of the week?
Like between God made like something.
Yeah, well, like, what's the 7th day of the week? The 7th day. When you count, what's the 7th day? What would be the 7th day? Saturday, right? Because Saturday would be the true Sabbath. It wouldn't be Sunday because Sunday, they use Sunday as worship of the sun god. Right? So we don't do that. We don't worship other gods. We worship the Most High God that made in the creation 7 days and rested on the 7th day. Right? So the 7th day would be Saturday. That's the true Sabbath. Right? And we're going to get the ordinance of keeping the Sabbath. Okay?
Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
Shall be what?
Shall be put to death.
Whoever's working on that day, our people, if they're working on that day, that should be put to death, right? If you work on Saturday, not all praises, right? So whenever you get another job, don't work on that day. Because it's important not to work on that day. You got to give reverence unto the Lord, and you have to rest. All right? All praises.
Verse 3, ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Cooking. You can't cook on that day, right? But it's not saying you can't eat. You can prepare something before, the Sabbath, or you can eat cold stuff that don't allow you to have to cook and stuff like that. All right? I want to get you this last one.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it up.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them.
Now what?
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
You can't buy anything like ware or vegetables like food and stuff on the Sabbath, right? That'll be going off, and we're not actually keeping the day holy. Like it says, we don't.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
That's it. Right, so we can't be buying and selling on the Sabbath or the holy days that the Lord gave us. All right? So I'm going to give you a flyer. And most I want you to check out the flyer. If you have more questions, we out here Friday and Saturday. Right? Friday, we out here at 7 o'clock to whenever. And Saturday, we'll be out here at like 3 o'clock to whenever. Okay? Got your flyer?
That was good. What's your name? Jair. Jair. Nice to meet you.
Now, real quick, before you go, what did God really call us?
Israelites.
That's right. There you go, bro.
All praise the Most High. And you will most likely come from the tribe of Judah, right? Because you say your dad was so-called black? So you'll come from the tribe of Judah, King. That's a very mighty tribe. Guess who else came from that tribe? Exactly. He came from that tribe. So you have the same blood in your veins. That's your big brother. That's our uncle. That's our cousin. All right? All right. All praise the Most High. And you check that out. Right? We out here for you, King. So we want you to come back to the Most High God. All right? All praise the Most High. What's that? Kwam Yashrala. Right? We want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, right? The Heavenly Father and His Son, right? Yahweh shine that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? We're back out here to let our people know that they have to wake up and come back to the Most High God, man. Right? And they had to love their people. They had to love their nation. They had to love their true neighbor, right? Not the so-called white man that live a couple blocks away from you, or live right next door to you, or the dang Chinese man that's cooking up a cat right in the back of the crib, man. Talking about your true neighbor, right? That comes from these tribes, man. Right? We have to love our people in these last days, man. Right? Let me get Leviticus 19, man. 19 and start at verse 16. We have to love our people, man. We got to start showing love to them. Right? Even within our nation. Okay, go on. Let me get right? And our people have to show love to one another. We gotta stop being so separated, man. Right? Even within the nation, we're not showing love to one another. That's all, right?
That's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse number 16. And it reads, thou shalt not go up.
Shalom, King. Shalom.
You said 16, right? Give me 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
God. Verse 17.
Hey, brother. With the headphones. With the waves. You mind we talk to you real quick, King? All right, King.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. And what? Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
That's the problem with our community, man. A lot of our brothers don't want to rebuke them, brother, man. They so scared to talk to that brother and be like, look, I'm going off. Right? And within our nation, our people are so scared to actually sit down and talk to them and like, look, you're not doing right, man. You got to stop acting like that. Right?
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
And our people have a lot of grudges against their people, man. A lot of grudge, they just holding it, it's pent up, been years and years. And they just never went to him to talk about it. That's off, right?
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
We should love our neighbors as ourselves, man. As much as we want to be loved by our own brothers, they gotta do the exact same thing. It's a two-way street, man. It's not just a one-way, or I just love my brother and that's it. And that brother still have secret hatred in their heart against him. That's off. Hey brothers, real quick, can we ask you a quick question, Kings? Can you take a flyer at least? Some information? So you didn't really want to talk to us. You really didn't want to receive knowledge. And that's the problem, man. They don't want to show no love. Our people, this is supposed to be a brotherly love city, and ain't no love in the city. At all. Where's the love at? We supposed to be talking. Right, homos. Right, they got love for one another. Right, but where's the love at for us? We don't got no love, man. We just hate one another. I remember yesterday we was passing out food to the homeless, and this one brother was talking to another brother. He said, "F you, man." Just said it multiple times. He was like, "I don't love you. I don't care for you. F you, F you, F you." That's off. Why you gotta say that to your brother like that? The brother was trying to offer to give him some food. He said, "I would take nothing from you." That's crazy, man. That is wild. But let it have been another nation that did it for him. He'd be like, "Thank you. I'll take anything you give to me. Thank you." That's off, right? You read it.
Oh, fuck it. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 18. It reads, "Thou shalt not avenge."
Hey, brothers, real quick. Can I ask you a quick question? Real quick, just a quick question. Y'all mind just stopping real quick? Just 5 minutes, King. I'm just trying to show love, King. Can y'all take a flyer at least? Just some information? Like, where's the love at, man? Where is the love? And the so-called white man taught our people not to love one another. Those music videos, those songs, everything that's been put out there and poured into our people's minds, it shows there's no love for our people, man. And ultimately, the Lord put a curse on our people. On a deeper level, right? Because we have an evil eye towards one another and we don't want to receive any wisdom and knowledge from one another, man. That's off, right? Read.
Leviticus 19 and verse 18. "Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh."
I am what?
I am Yahweh.
That's what the Lord said, man. Love your people. Love your neighbor, right? Let me get Proverbs. Proverbs 11. No, actually, no. I don't want that. No, not that. I'm gonna get Exodus 23. Exodus 23, start verse 4.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox, or his slacking, if thou meet thine enemy's ox, or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hath thee lying under his burden, and what is forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause.
Listen on that. So our people gotta help each other, man. If they see another brother's child that's out there stranded and so forth, they gotta go help him, man. Or if you see a brother that just don't have no wisdom and knowledge in his mind, right? You gotta go help him, man. You gotta bring back to him. You gotta help him, man. Stop trying to be envious and not want to help a brother, man. That's all. Oh, I saw that brother's wife out there. She got caught up by a whole bunch of men, and that's it. He just walked past. You seen his son getting strangled by a dang heathen, and that was it. He just saw him. He just said, "Look, that's on him, man. I ain't helping. I ain't doing it." That's all. You gotta help your neighbor. You gotta show love to your neighbor, right? And that's what's within our community too, right? Read.
This is the book of First John, chapter 2 and verse 1. 2 and verse 9. "He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother,"
And what?
"and hateth his brother."
You can't be in this truth and say you still have hate in your heart for your brother, man. That's off. How you can be in this truth and still have hatred to your neighbor, to your brother, right? That's off. We can't be doing that, right? Read.
He that saith he is in light and hateth his brother is in darkness, even is in darkness.
Right, and our brothers are in darkness, man. If you have a true hatred against your own neighbor, your own brother, that's in this truth, that's literally going out on the highways and hedges and magnifying the Lord's name and keeping the Lord's commandments, that's your brother. No matter what, that's your brother. You can't just be like, that's not my brother. I don't know that nigga. I don't know him at all. I don't deal with him. That's off, man. We gotta have love for one another. How you doing, Elder? Elder, can we talk to you real quick?
Drop the N-word.
I got you. Can I talk to you?
I'm going in Jim Crow.
I got you. Look, real quick, let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you real quick. I'll praise the Most High. I'll praise the Most High. Right? All praises. Now you saying drop the N-word, right? Right. And you know where that word really originated from? Where it really came from?
I was born in Jim Crow. I know how it works.
So can I tell you how far it goes back?
No, I know where it is in America. Look it up.
Yeah, but it wasn't just in America. Go
Your child
ahead.
being called the N-word.
I got you.
Y'all decided to name him that.
I got you.
And I don't want him being looked at upon. People.
Right, I got
Some
you.
people come from every part of the country. First
Right.
thing set up. They define it by us the bad side, not the good
Right.
side.
I got you.
Can't change a word if you don't have the power to do so.
Right, I got you.
You're not the majority.
Okay.
You're the minority.
Okay, real quick. Now I just want to show you how far that word really goes back. Because it doesn't just start in America, but it goes all the way back to the Roman times too. Can I get Acts 13:1? Right? You got it? Okay. It just don't just start in America, but it originated somewhere else too. Right? Bring this up.
This is Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called nigger.
Called what?
That was called nigger.
It's called nigga in the Roman times.
So what?
Real quick.
Guess what? It's not
Elder,
about
Elder, real quick. You don't just come up here and just start yelling, Elder. I'm trying to be peaceful with you. You just came, real quick, Elder, Elder. Are you gonna let me talk? I'll let you say everything you said. Are you gonna? I got you.
Use a provocative word.
Elder, it's in the Bible.
It's still a provocative word.
Elder, it's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Elder, it's in the Bible.
Yeah, it's in the Bible. Don't mean go kill somebody.
Elder, because the Lord shows death unto people.
Somebody.
Real quick,
Just
Elder,
because something in the Bible
let me finish what I'm
doesn't mean
saying.
it's
Real quick.
not provocative.
Real quick, can I finish what I'm saying?
It's a provocative word.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Can't change that.
Elder,
Tell me how
can
it's
I
not
finish what I'm
provocative.
saying?
I'm listening.
Well, I'm gonna finish what I'm saying first, and then I can answer that. All right? Yeah. What's that? What's gonna be? Now bring this up.
Come on. This is the blue letter for the word Niger in the Bible. It reads, Niger means black.
Means what?
Means black.
Right? It means color black. So when we call each other nigger and so forth, and when we get that derogatory term right from the so-called white man, he was calling us black. Now, are we really the color black, Elder?
I think that we're people of color.
No.
Simple as that.
Why are we just the people of color and not an actual nation?
Because we are different colors.
We all different shades of color. All different shades of brown,
And we're
Elder.
all brothers.
But why do we identify as a color and not as a certain nation?
Right. Well, we don't have to be. During the time
Why not?
we used to be called the Negro. Then we were called color. See, I lived through that. Y'all read about it. First you were called first you were called Negro. Everybody Negro. Then you were called color. The reason you were called colored is that we were mixed. We had white parents, many of us, white grandparents. Some of us, I had neighbors who were heritage black, and they had blue eyes and white skin.
Okay.
So they called them colors because they were different colors.
Right, different shades of brown.
So the thing is the thing about the N-word that you don't appreciate is the history of it is provocative. If you can take the biblication away, you can put it in the Bible wherever. Dead is in the Bible, doesn't mean you weren't dead. Kill is in the Bible, doesn't mean you killed. But what a word means and the meaning of the word is always important.
Well,
look it up in the dictionary.
I got you. Look, I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. On our standpoint, we don't glorify that word. I'm just telling you that right now. Right. We don't glorify it at all. But real quick, we don't glorify it because we know where it goes back to. It goes back to a color. We're not niggas. We're all kings up here, including you. Right? Yes, you are.
No, I'm going to say one step.
Real quick.
You are children of the universal world.
Elder,
who
real quick.
are all important and significant.
Elder, I got you. Real quick, I got you. All we was trying to let you know, because you walked past and you just heard me say nigga. But we don't glorify that, right? Because it's a negative term, right? We glorify calling ourselves kings, priests, right? And rulers, right? Israelites, right? Get somebody hold that in 1 Peter 2:9, right? But real quick, I want to get this too, right? Bring this up.
Jonah 1 and what? This is the book of Jonah, chapter 1 and verse 8. Then said they unto him, tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us? What is thine occupation, and whence comest thou? What is thy country?
What is that what?
What is thy country, and of what people art thou?
Right, so
It's important, real quick.
Let me ask you a question. Ask this question first.
I'm gonna answer that question right after I'm done. Elder, real quick. Elder, I did. You was talking a lot. Elder, you was talking a lot. Elder, you telling me just to shut up in the midst of my speech. That's what you're telling me. Yeah, because you're an elder, so now I gotta stop talking and listen to you. Elder, real quick. Elder, if we're gonna have respect for one another, we have to listen to one another. Right? Real quick. I listened to you, but I wasn't finished. Elder, you said a lot, Elder. It's all on camera. It's all on camera. You said a lot. You said more than I did.
Let me say this.
Now, real quick, let me just finish my Elder, real quick.
I'm an invited guest.
Elder, and I let you speak.
Say my word.
Elder, but I let you speak.
Your word.
All right, we're gonna bring this up. Right, we're gonna bring this up.
Is that fair? Is that fair?
Bring it up.
Is that fair? Yeah. Is that fair?
This is the book of Peter, chapter 1, verse 2, verse 9. 1 Peter 2 and 9. But ye are a chosen generation.
What is the so-called black man?
But ye are a chosen generation.
Right, what is the so-called Hispanic man?
But ye are a chosen
What is
generation.
the so-called Indian man?
But ye are a chosen generation.
Right, so
Real quick. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are a chosen generation, right? And they don't know that because they're called after these terms that the so-called white man called them.
Right.
Like nigga, and nigga goes back to what? Black.
Right.
Read on.
A royal priesthood.
oh, royal what?
A royal
No,
priesthood.
just a bunch of niggas.
A royal
A bunch
priesthood.
of niggas that stand on the block.
A royal priesthood.
Read.
And holy nation.
Oh, what?
A holy nation.
Separate.
A holy nation.
Read.
A peculiar people.
Oh, what?
A peculiar people.
Read.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness.
And called the brothers that were standing on the blocks, that been in prisons and killing one another, called them off of those blocks, called them out of those prisons, and called them priests, called them rulers, and called them kings, not niggas, right?
Out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Into his marvelous what?
Into his marvelous light.
Right, and brought them into the marvelous light, into this truth and wisdom. And hey, brother, you're doing too much. Come on, Elder. I'm gonna let you speak, but you didn't let me speak.
You spoke for 2 minutes, 10 minutes, and preached.
I'm gonna let you speak right now.
I know it's fair.
I just wanted you to hear what I had to say. You have to listen, Elder.
No. Wait.
Before you can repeat, you have to listen to the calls.
You assume what you say, I don't know.
You trying to talk in the midst of my speech. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna ask this question.
You can ask your question.
Are you assuming that what you're sharing with me, I don't know? That perhaps I've heard that and reconciled it with other things. The other things I'm 73 years old. The other things that you may not know. At this moment, I will take it. But what you did is you brought me back to hear what you felt and have no idea or care as what I think or what I've seen. And believe me, brother, I've seen more than I ever want to see. In terms of race, in terms of research, in terms of incarceration, all that stuff. I've seen it. I've had the ability to incarcerate and not incarcerate people, all of that. But you are sharing with me your vision. You are telling me your faith.
No, real quick.
I want you to
I'm not showing what my vision is. Real quick, I'm not showing what my vision is, but I'm showing the vision of what the Lord has. That's not of me, but that's of the Lord. No, real quick, I'm trying to let you know that now. That's not all of me. That's all of the Heavenly Father. All the things that we're showing in the scriptures is about his people and the connection that he had with his people. That's what I'm trying to show you, that you're not so-called black man and all these things that you have. Look, real quick, because Elder, I just let you talk. Elder, did I just let you talk?
2 seconds.
Elder, you just had a whole lot of time to talk. You just had a lot of time to talk, Elder. And now I'm getting the time to talk now too. That's how we supposed to do it. I let you talk.
Wait. You invited me over here and you lectured me. You did not allow
Elder, I was teaching you because you say you know everything.
I don't know anything.
Do you call yourself an Israelite?
None of us knows anything. That Bible right there knows everything and much more volume than all of us.
Okay.
What you guys don't understand is that there's somebody else in this world besides you. God loves all his people, white, black, or whatever. The fact of the matter is that you're doing yourself a disservice.
Right. Look, hey, real quick.
I gotta go, because guess what? You guys are not
Now you
listening.
gotta leave
You don't
out.
care about what I say, you just care about
Elder,
yourself
we just
and your
let you
agenda.
talk this whole time.
No,
Elder.
you didn't.
Yes, we did. It's on camera.
Well, on camera, you didn't let me
We can
talk.
run it back for you,
You
Elder.
invited me to talk.
Right. Look,
yet
real quick. We wanted to show.
I
This is
say,
what we want
God
to show
bless
you.
you.
Look, this is what we
and
want to
to
show you.
me, I'll never
Let me
utter
get,
the N-word,
Sarah.
and I advise all my young
Right.
people is a
Not cutting
detriment
the
to
man's
you and your
business.
children.
Bring this up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 11. And it reads, wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold of them that seek her. So, this is Sirach chapter 11 and verse number 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth.
Blame what?
Blame not before thou hast examined the truth.
Start acting emotional because we invited you up here to hear the wisdom and knowledge of the truth.
Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first.
Understand what?
Understand first.
What?
And then rebuke.
And then rebuke. You have to understand where we're coming from. All you heard was nigga, and then you went straight off the rip. That's it. You don't want to hear nothing. Because our brothers and our elders feel like they're in a high organization, that they feel like they're better than everybody because they come from a dang frat. Right? What? How you doing? How do you want? Real quick. Hey, sister. Sister, real quick. Can we talk real quick, sister? 2 seconds. All right, all praises. Now, sister, real quick, what's your nationality, sister? What's your nationality? Your race? Look, come up a little bit. What's your nationality, sister?
I'm just American.
Just American? Okay. That's a citizenship. I'm talking like your race.
Like black, African American?
Yeah.
Yeah, African American.
That's your father so-called black?
My mother,
What's your father?
Hispanic.
Hispanic? Okay, all praises. Right. So when you go back to the word Hispanic, it means his Spaniard. It's talking about the Spaniard owns that person that's calling himself Hispanic, right? So where do our people really come from as the so-called Hispanics? Because before the Hispanics, they was calling themselves Taino Indians, right? But what about before that? What was they calling themselves before that? Don't know.
That's right, bro.
Got you. So we want to let you know who you really are according to God. You believe in God, right?
No.
Why not?
It's just not something I'm personally into. I got family members who believe in it. It's just something I don't believe in. I'm more of like a spiritual.
Now, you say you like more of a spiritual, so you want to like really like see those things happen to really know that thing is really real?
It's more so like I believe in a higher being, but not like God itself, just like the universe, just the universe.
Right, did the universe itself make it, or did the Most High God?
Who knows?
Right, because we want to show you, right, that it's a real man that's in the heavens right now that created all these things in the world, right? And we want to prove that to you that he is real and that is the Heavenly Father that you should follow, right? Let me get Psalms. Let me get Psalms 9 and verse 16. 9 and what? 9 and what? 16. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16.
Get out!
You said 16, right?
Yeah.
9 and 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he execute. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. So the Lord is known by his judgments, right? So all the things that you can see in the world that's going on, that's all him. And we can prove that according to the Bible, right? Let's go to Revelation.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 16 and verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
Now, this is a vision, right? That was from the man John the Revelator, right? He had the vision showing that the river Euphrates was going to dry up, right? Now, we want to show you a picture. You got it, right? This is the picture of Euphrates right now. And that was prophesied by the man John Revelator 1,000 years ago. But it's drying up right now. So that means that vision or the prophecy that he received from the Most High God was true. Right? So that means what? The Most High God is real and he's the one that's doing it. Right? He's the God of the Bible, the God of the whole earth. right? Let's get one more, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy, right? Physically, but he's talking about into another slavery, another place in that same condition, right? Because when you look at the American dollar, right? What do you see in the back of the American dollar, the $1 bill? A pyramid. Now, why is a pyramid on the back of the American dollar? Because that shows you that this place right here is Egypt all over again. You have pyramids everywhere in this place. You got a pyramid in Las Vegas. Right, where's more pyramids at? We got pyramids in Memphis. Memphis is a name of a city in Egypt. Why do they call Memphis if it's a city in Egypt? That don't make sense. Because this place right here is Egypt all over again, right? And we have to figure out who those people, right, he's talking about that's living those conditions in Egypt again, right? Now, real quick, how did we get over here as a people? Transportation-wise. Like when we was in slavery, how did we get over here? No, it's not on there. Just point at me. How did we get over here as a people in slavery?
I'm listening, but I don't want to ask questions.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want you to, dialogue with me. I'm just asking you quick questions, nothing too hard.
No, you're good. It's just
I got you.
I gotta go. Okay,
Sister, I know.
Telling me.
I got you.
I gotta go.
Real quick, sister. This is more. Real quick.
I'm not Christian.
I got you. We're not Christians either.
Okay.
Well, we're real followers of Christ. We'll tell you that, right? That keep the laws, commandments as Christ did.
Okay.
But the Christians that call themselves Christians now, they don't follow after God.
Right.
They don't follow after the Bible. Right? They're hypocrites and so forth, and liars and stealers and robbers and so forth. We're not up here to do that. We're up here to teach you the truth about yourself.
Okay.
Right? That's what we want to do, and we want to teach you the truth about your God that's in the heavens. Right? So that's why I asked you, just real quick. He's back there. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't leaving you. So he's back there. He ain't leaving you. He's right there behind the book. All right. So real quick, how did we get over here as a people? What type of transportation? All right. We came over here by boat, sister. Right? That's the history. We came over here by boats and slave ships. Right? Now read this from the top again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so with slavery.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
No, they just came over here in Ubers.
With ships.
They took a flight over here.
With ships.
Ships. They was brought over here, not by their will, bound up in chains on ships. And that's talking about the Israelites. But who that happened to? Who happened to, sister? All right, sister, we're going to give you a flyer. Now, real quick, before you go, we're going to give you a flyer. Somebody give you a flyer. You don't want a flyer, sister? All right, sister. Here's what it is. Want to be with the slave master so bad and walk with him. You can't even hear your own history, sister.
I don't care what you like. I'm saying.
And the Most High God is going to judge you with that so-called white man. He's going to bring hellfire upon you because you want to keep and hold hands with the so-called white man. Oh, I gotta go. My slave master is calling me. I have to go. I gotta go right now. I can't hear the words of God. I can't really hear who I really am. That's all. Right, and this is what's going to happen to the people that want to be like that. Let me get Malachi 4:1, and then let me get Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. We're going to bring this out first. This is what's going to happen, sister. If you don't repent, this is what's going to happen when you're standing with that dang Edomite, man. That so-called white man. That feminine man that's right next to you.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
What's going to happen?
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
It's going to be nukes. It's going to be missiles coming down on this so-called brotherly love city, man. It's going to be hellfire in this land. It's going to be like a volcano erupt in this land, man. Right? Read.
And all the proud.
And all the what?
And all the proud. Yea, and all that do wickedly.
And all that what?
And all that do wickedly.
All the proud and all that do wickedly, man. See, walking up the street proudly. Our people are walking up and down the street proudly, thinking that nothing's going to happen to America. America's going to stand forever. And they continue to do wicked in the cities, man. This is going to happen. Read.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be what?
Shall be stubble.
It shall be cut off, man. You gonna be cut off. Read.
Come. And the day cometh that shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Neither what?
Neither root nor branch.
You're gonna be leaving root or branch, man. All right, let's bring this up.
This is Revelation chapter 22 and 14.
Bring it up.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are what?
Blessed are they that do his commandments. That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
And that's the 12 gates that's set up for the 12 tribes of Israel. There's no gate for the so-called white man. It's no gate for the so-called Chinese man. It's no gate for the so-called Arab man. It's no gate for the East Indian man. It's only for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are the true Israelites according to the Bible. With that, Kumbia Struggle!
Kumbia Struggle!
Kumbia Struggle!
Kumbia Struggle!
Kumbia Struggle!